Hello everybody, welcome to another Solo Bro Review Day. It is Wednesday today. Hopefully you all are having a good week. We are doing a new game known as Dawn Apart. I did play this game a little bit before it released on Steam. I was a part of their beta testers, or whatever they wanted to call it. And we are now going to be playing the early access version of it. Turn down that music just a tad. It's a little loud. A little bit more. So we are going to be playing this early access build. There has been a few updates since then, but long story short, you have to go into a planet to gather resources, send it back to basically do everything. But you also have to defend it from attackers. And that's okay. So we're going to do Solo Bro Review as the seed. We're not going to do Random Landing Zone. Enemies apparently are very experimental, so we're going to leave those off for now. We're not going to have enemies on the game right now. Nah. Anywho, so we're just going to start a new game. I don't want to do the experimental just in case the game crashes or something happens. I don't want that to be a part of this review. That was my dad cuke. Now, the reason why I didn't do a review on this, part of the early tester program was I wasn't allowed to do videos and post it to YouTube. I didn't play a lot of it. It wasn't that it was buggy in any fashion. I didn't play a lot of it. I was focused on my YouTube, focused on other personal life stuff. So we're going to be looking at this as if it's a brand new game that I haven't played a lot of. And I'm okay with that. I'd honestly rather do that. So we'll definitely take a look at this together here. So, gotta wait for everything to finish generating its terrain. And now, for all of you wonderful folks out there, Abiotic is going to release their update, I believe, this week. And we should be able to have Phantom Grizzly with us. Oh, all these different pixels. Oh, it's going to make YouTube compression wonderful. So at the very beginning, it kind of just goes over. It's just basically saying, hey, thank you for playing the game. Tells you how it's being worked on. There's missing content like enemies. You may encounter bugs. So, yeah, there's no enemies right off the bat. So we're going to kind of follow the tutorial here. We're going to ignore the helpful hints for now. It's saying, cool, read this message. We'll be in touch. Awesome. We're just going to pause this game because I kind of don't know what to do in the background. So there's a lot of stuff right away in front of us. So we have our ship, our landing ship here. We've got some storage or stockpiles. We've got copper deposits, coal deposits. We've got trees. We've got iron. We have lucrium, I don't know. And granite so far, all near us right now. So we're going to kind of focus a little bit on everything bit by bit. So we're going to start with the buttons at the top. So this is telling you the events. So there's a new tutorial. We'll look at that in a second. This is your company. So this will tell you kind of each person. So Toru, Akira, Hito, and Kaori. It also kind of goes over each event with each character as well. So if something happened, it'll supposedly tell you there. Tells you what their levels are and everything. So that's company. Priorities, very similar to RimWorld. It will prioritize everything. It looks like it does it automatically based off of their skill levels, I'm going to assume. Gifted. If you're gifted in that skill, I want you to... Yeah, I want you to have a really high... I want you to focus on that one. We're going to kind of... Woodcutting down to a level 2. Rescue. Okay. Sleep. Yep, sure. Have you construction? White background is experienced. So we're just going to we're going to just adjust these a little bit here. So we'll do that. We're definitely having you as a miner too. Don't really care for you to be a miner. You look like you're level 1 in almost everything. So we'll kind of make you a little bit higher level of this stuff here. Okay. We'll get out of this one. Now, the schedules is, I assume, going to be similar to RimWorld. It is, so it looks like there's sleep, there's recreation, there's work. Last time I played RimWorld, you all saw how I did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 hours of sleep. We're going to do 3 of recreation, work the rest of the day, 3 recreation before sleep. So we're just going to kind of do this here. 3, 3, 3, 3. Nice at work. There. So this is their schedules. Now, there is, it looks like a compendium here. Kind of gives you some hints, tips, tricks, stuff like that. There is an alarm. So you can, like, activate the alarm. Do good stuff like that. Bottom of the screen. Let's see here. Blueprints. Sorry, there was somebody who decided they wanted to call blueprints. You can click on each one. It'll tell you what you can build. So it looks like here we have one of everything. We don't have any beds or anything like that. Mr. Soylent, as you see, it says recipe to craft. So you could craft potentially 1. Storages. We can craft some stockpiles. Workbenches, we can craft a mechanical workbench. We're going to kind of get into that in a second. Spaceports, we'll go into that soon as well. Lights, miners, so you'll put those on the deposits. Furnaces, conveyor belts, splitters, feeders, walls, floors, stairs. Cool. So this is basically like Factorio, 3-dimensional, and other stuff. So we can make multiple levels, so it's 3-dimensional, which is honestly kind of cool. If you hold right-click, you can turn around, do stuff like that. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can adjust the grid plane, so this is like if... Here we go. This is the grid plane, so it's basically X-raying this right now because I select level here. So it's kind of like leveling it, so anything that's above that grid plane will disappear. You can clear, so you can clear stuff here, clear assigned orders. You can cut stuff, mine stuff, level stuff, haul, allow, deny, safe, unsafe. So there's so many different things here. We're going to just kind of get right into it. So we're going to cut down some trees right away. We'll cut down the ones that are closest to the ship first. We'll go explore here in a bit too. So... Oh, it looks like it's cutting plants as well. We're going to unpause the game, and we're going to let everything kind of go here. Now, I don't believe there's a speed up, speed down button, so you're kind of at the whim of the game speed. But it looks like they're pretty quick here. So we're going to kind of just wait here. Now, we're going to go back into events, and it's saying, hey, workbench. Place a mechanical workbench, blueprint, install the workbench. So we'll do that here in a second. What I'm actually going to do is these are the stockpiles, and we need this to be the main area. So what I want to do is I want to empty everything. So as you see here, we do actually have pre-built stuff. So that's what the ones were showing. It looks like it was already pre-built, which is good. So we're going to empty all this stuff out to here. And what we're going to do is we're going to uninstall. Going to take that off. Uninstall the roof. And I'm following in the steps of another YouTuber who kind of did this already. So we're just going to uninstall a little bit of everything here. As you see, everything is falling to the ground, so this game does have physics, which is really nice. I do absolutely love the physics in this game. I don't really care for the front end of this, to be perfectly honest with you. I know it's a cockpit, but still, it's kind of cool. So it's saying, hey, there's no available storage. It looks like these are already fully taken up here. So we're actually going to go build. We're going to do storage, and we're just going to build out our storage here. So we're going to do that, and we're just going to do 8 storages. Let those get built up here. Now, as you see, it does level the ground a little bit here. Okay. Now everything should have, should hopefully have, I don't know why it's unallowing them. I don't necessarily like that. If it doesn't have storage, it just unallows them. I think that's that they would stop focusing on this. And you know what? I'm not judging in any fashion. So it wants us to build, a workbench. So let's get this mechanical workbench going here. So when you have this open, tab to raise, control to lower. You can go underground, R to rotate. T is going to say blueprint will snap to terrain has been enabled. You can disable this so it won't snap to the terrain. It'll just kind of stay at that level regardless. So we're just going to do that. We're going to build it really close to the stockpile. And it's built. Awesome. So we just finished the first quest here, mission that we have to do. So now there's a new one. It says craft a furnace using your prospectors. So these folks are considered prospectors. Build the furnace and install a furnace on the blueprint. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the mechanical workbench, and we're going to do Q recipe, and we're going to click on furnace. So now what's going to happen is it's going to sit there for hopefully just a second here. And he's going to, yep, he found out he needs to go do it. He brings it over. He crafts it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to also build this furnace. We're going to do it, let's do, now I'm assuming that little box right there, oh, let me zoom in, that little white box, I think that's the output for stuff. So let's just build it, I don't know, let's build it right there for now. We'll just do it there for now, yeah. Apparently he got stuck in there. That's fine. There. Okay. Now, they do have pistols. They do have guns. So now we have different quests here. So we have mining and smelting, restrooms, and food. So we're going to focus on restrooms and food first because that is, of course, a necessity. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the workbench. We're going to queue up some recipes here. We're going to do a carpenter workbench because that's going to be the main thing for us to work with wood, and then we'll be able to make like a flat surface to work on. So we're going to kind of let them do this a little bit here. Now, like I said, there is no speed up function. I'm okay with that for now because as long as they're kind of being quick about it, that's fine. But at the same time, I wish I had control of the time. Just going to be honest there. So we'll install the carpenter's workbench here because we're going to need beds as well here in a minute as well for these folks to kind of sleep on, sleep with, that kind of stuff. So there we go. And you're just kind of hovering there. So we're going to boop. And now we're going to click on this queue recipe, and we're going to 5, 10, 15, 25. We'll do 30 for now. And we'll just let them kind of craft this stuff. Now, while they're crafting, we're going to need to mine. So it's saying mine some copper ore using your prospector, mine coal using your prospector, and craft copper ingots with the prospector. So we're going to click on the mine button here, and we're going to click on that tiny little shred of copper there. Now, as you see, everybody's kind of getting to mining here, and they're coming back, and then the ones that are assigned to crafting are focusing on their crafting. So we're getting the coal done. As you see, coal is kind of getting spewed out here. Copper is the same thing. It's just kind of getting spewed out. So we're just going to leave that as it is, and it's saying, hey, craft 5 copper ingots. So we're going to go onto the furnace. We're going to change the recipe, and we're going to do copper ingots. So that's it. So there we go. And we're going to have the prospectors provide resources for this one. So as you see, he is leveling this area. So as he mines, he's going down 1 pixel at a time. As you see, as he digs, I actually do like this a lot. They're doing it in this specific cube, so you're not getting copper every single time. So we'll wait until it gets into this, see, purple or this red-green area. It's not even doing it all. He has to mine this whole chunk here. Looks like it didn't give copper, so maybe there's a set limit as to how many he's given. I don't know. But that's okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build some flooring as well. So we're going to kind of do this, and we're going to do... So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do 5 by 5. We're going to have him kind of place this stuff down here. As you see, he's kind of doing it on his own. Now, there is some red ones. I'm going to assume this is because the terrain is lower than the floor itself. So I'm just kind of seeing here. It looks like they're filling it in dirt. I don't know if they're going to avoid it actively or kind of what's going on with it. So we'll kind of learn this together here. Oh, it's just saying not in stockpile, and that's fine. So now it's saying craft 5 copper ingots. That's fine. So we're going to clear this task and clear that task. So, Toru, go and do stuff. Go grab the coal. Go have fun. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Much better. So it looks like it does flatten it on its own, which is perfect. It looks like they put dirt under it to bring it up to the level you're building it on. It looks like they're about 1 pixel off. That's a little bothersome, but you know what? I'm not going to question it. So we're going to change the recipe, and we're going to do copper ingots here. It says we need craft 5. Don't really know how to do that. 2, 4, 6. So we need... Looks like it was supposed to be a 1-to-1, but I could be wrong. So let's go back to mining this area here for copper. Now it's saying, hey, place a blueprint for the toilet, soylent, and some other stuff. So we're going to do... Let's do a sink. Let's do a sink right... Let's do it right. You know what? Just in case. Let's do it right there. Do a toilet right next to it. Then we're going to do Mr. Soylent over here. Oh. Right there. So as you see, it looks like they're already like washing their hands, getting stuff done. So we'll make some walls here. Get some walls built up. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sure. Now, Mr. Soylent is going to be, it looks like, the food guy here. Looks like there's nothing we can do in Mr. Soylent. I think they can just kind of go up to it and just be done with it. I would really like it if they added, like, a food system here, or you have to farm or something like that, but I kind of like that you don't have to. It's one less thing to focus on. It looks like we've already made the copper ingots. Don't know how, but okay. Now it's saying craft a small mining drill using your prospectors on the machine. So we're going to go to mechanical workbench, Q, and we're going to do small mining drill. So he's going to come over here. I think he's the one to do it. And he's going to make the mining drill. Maybe. Or not. He's just going to run to the sink while this dude's taking a shit. Come on. Somebody do something. Oh. They cleared out that piece of grass, so pretty happy about that. There. Now it's saying place the small mining drill and do that. So we're going to go into miners. There is a lucrum miner and the small drill. We're going to do the small drill, and we're going to put it right here on the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Our game crashed. Oh, no. Oh, no. Our game crashed. Oh, no. Well, I guess we're going to end this episode here. So what I was going to do was I was going to place that small miner on the coal. Looks like the game did crash on me. I'm unable to get it to respond, unfortunately. So there we go. Well, I guess it's going to be a black screen. Well, thank you all so very, very, very much for watching today's episode of Solo Bro Reviews. I'm going to reload it just so we can kind of get the menu here. I will say... it's still buggy. This isn't the first time it has crashed on me, unfortunately. Yeah, see, this is my old save here, so looks like there was no auto save on that game, so I kind of am screwed out of that time. So, either way, hold off on purchasing the game for right now unless you're okay with experiencing bugs like that, where the crash kind of just happened out of nowhere. Outside of that, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, depending when you're watching this. Thank you very much for watching again. I hope you all have a good one. Goodbye, everybody.